Hi, welcome back to my channel. So glad to see you again. Today's topic is on turning the other cheek. Forgiveness. Have you ever had the experience where somebody did or said something that really hurt your feelings? Or even worse? Well, here's what we can do about it. I found this great reading from Sister Wendy Beckett, and she kind of tells us how to handle this situation in the best of all possibles. So here we go. When Jesus answered the apostles' plea by giving them the Lord's Prayer, he did not emphasize that we should love one another, but rather that we should forgive one another. I sometimes feel that many of us suffer from hidden anger, painful memories of slights, and worse, persecutions that we can will to forgive. It seems to be a cultural trend today, and there is always somebody to blame. If we're completely at a loss, there's always genetics and our parents. It may well be true that each of us is wounded, but dwelling on those wounds and the scars and the hurt and the mutilations takes us straight back to self and away from God. What has happened to you and whose fault it is not really your affair. It's for you to ask God for the grace of a blanket forgiveness, forgiving without even knowing in what way you were damaged. If we cannot drop the desire to be justified, we are shutting ourselves off from God. Remember always that this is not a matter of how you feel. Emotionally, you may be scarred forever by some betrayal, or you may be unable to forget it. With all your heart, though, you cling to God and pray to forgive it. Let me repeat, it is the will to forgive that matters. After all, God alone knows how deliberate or evil this betrayal was. Have we not quite innocently, in our own time, damaged other people? The whole roiling mass of our pains and suspicions are antipathetic to the surrender to God that we desire in prayer. We choose Him. We choose to forgive as our Father in heaven forgives, and we trust Him to transform us into men and women who truly love. About the feelings of hurt or betrayal, we can do nothing, or rather we can offer them actively and consciously to God. The more we pray, the more we become aware of our own need for forgiveness. Yet God, freely offering His forgiveness, is all too aware that we cannot accept its blessings if we still harbor rancor against others in our hearts. In a sense, one of the reasons why we offer ourselves in prayer is to be forgiven, brought nearer the holiness of God, and enabled by His grace to draw others to that forgiveness. Such a great reading. And I will tell you a little bit about my experience with this. I decided that I was at one point going to forgive everybody who ever hurt my feelings or damaged me in one way or another. And it was so freeing. I listed their names down on a piece of paper, and then I gave it to God by reading it aloud. And after each name and after each incident, I said, "I forgive you." And after that, I felt so set free of anger, free of any emotion attached to each of the incidents. And I also asked that I be forgiven for anything that I said or did to encourage the behavior or to be part of the problem. And after that little exercise was finished, I just felt so good about myself, and I felt good about everything, and I was able to really look at people with a different love. And anyway, so I encourage you to try that and see how it works for you. And I thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and I hope you'll subscribe if you feel inclined. I'm trying to bring things. This is such a common problem that we humans face, part of the human condition. And I just hope that it was of some help to you. I hope and pray I can be some help to you.